Now we share the stream. Okay. Of course it's shaking like crazy. That's okay. Damn, even then it's shaking. What up, Prime? Oh, I gotta put night driving on. And I have the stream on. You know, I can never find night driving, so I have to go to mine and SK's DMs and pull it out from there. So that's cool. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Oh, that's so nice. That's so nice. The hair's gone. I'm bald, gang. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. It's not bald. There's hair, but no, yeah. What's up, Kai man? We got a lot. We got a lot to do today, guys. Yeah. Bald Nick. For real. It looks a lot better, honestly. I did not like my. I guess I'll talk about that since it seems to be a little. Since I seem to make a big deal at Megamot. Shut the fuck up. More Hush 2 today. We'll talk about it briefly. I don't really have much to say about it. It's a book, but actually, no, I accept the Megamind thing. I just looked. I do a big ass forehead, and I've always said I have a big forehead. Yeah, no, it was time to get rid of it. I was sick of it. Did Jason die? I wish. We'll talk about that too. But no, yeah, there was a couple. I had that cut once. I did not like it until I grew out my beard. You have a beard? What? I did not picture that at all. What the fuck? But I have a bit of a cough today and like a little sore throat, but I'm good. We're chilling. We're good. But yeah, we're you going to the military, but no. That wouldn't be allowed. Long hair king stay winning. I'm just gonna grow back out to how it was. I just wanted to try something new. So is the stream lagging or teenage? Oh, so like puberty beard. Oh, there we go. Okay. Sorry, I just really want to get to all the comics. We have a lot today. We have a lot. So I guess I'll hopefully the camera doesn't fall. I have to like long hair is fun until it starts matting. Yeah, it's fun to get the Colin fade. I'd rather what hair does Colin have? No offense to him. Don't worry, this is not the Colin fade. This is the Batnick fade. This is the balding fade. So, main thing, I got a lot of comics. I went to a convention center in my hometown, well, like right next to my hometown, and all offense to him. And I got a large haul. I got a Colin Fade is wild. I got a large haul, so let's show off. Today was New Comic Book Day. You got any Red Hood stuff? Not from no. I'm not a big Red Hood guy, if I'm being real. But let's start with the new releases. So yeah, two of these guys. We have two of these guys. One's from this week, one's from last week because what up, Kurt boy? Because my local comic shop, they didn't get their shipment, so I didn't even get to read Hush 2 physically. I read it online, and I just got it today. So this is like last week plus this week's comic is all here. Let me know if the audio is all good. He's my favorite DC character. Fair enough. I'm not a Red Hood guy at all, really. Let's see. Yeah, so this is from today. This is today's haul. Well, I'll just put it all together. Actually, that's not true. I'll put it all together. So I wanted this issue. It's just an issue of Born Again. It's $5. Or well, it was the Armageddon chapter of Daredevil Born Again by Frank Miller and David Mazzucchelli. I got this because I'm kind of a weirdo. I like getting key issues where um, characters are doing like certain thing is honestly reading books digitally is honestly a traumatic experience. If you're doing it illegally, just let me have my paperback Amazon. So I have like certain Batman comics that just have like really weird moments in them. And one of the things that I have, obviously the art's great, the story's great, everything's great. But one of the moments I have is going to be, oh no, oh yes, it is in this one. So it is when Matt kills. It is when he is forced to do nothing else but take a life. And because there's this attack chopper, he's killed like hundreds of people at this point. And Matt takes Nuke's gun. Nuke is like this government experimented person like Captain America, except he takes like methamphetamines or like he takes amphetamines for his strength. Um, and Daredevil gets a hold of his ginormous gun, like his big LMG, and he kills the helicopter pilot, and then the helicopter explodes, and he says, "God forgive me." That's the main reason I got this issue, because I feel like that's a key moment for for Daredevil. Excuse me, sorry guys. So that one's fun. Sorry, my okay, I hope that doesn't pop up again. I just got like notifications on my computer from my phone. I saw this in the shop. I didn't think I'd ever get my hands on it. This is Absolute Batman #1, the Dan Mora variant. This is pretty nice. It's Dan Mora. What else? What else do you want? And it's issue 1. So issue 1 and how great it is. It's really long, from what I remember. Yeah, this is long, way longer than I remember, is what I should say. So yeah, Absolute Batman by Dan Mora, the variant cover. I also did get pre-made bags and boards, BCW. These are I'll explain why I got these. Are you guys gonna see me struggle with plastic? Holy shit! How do you feel about Absolute Batman? I don't like the interpretation. I think he's mid. Hot take. Why are you bald? It was time for the locks to go. It's time for the locks to go. Just wanted something different. Oh, that was really dumb right there. So I'll explain why I got these momentarily. Well, not momentarily, but how do you feel about Absolute Batman? So I gotta slow down. I'm rushing, bro. Yeah, I don't blame anybody for dropping it. It's how do I put it into words? It's good, but it's not reaching the peaks. It peaked at issue 1, in my opinion. It's not really reaching the peaks that Snyder's original, excuse me, his original New 52 Batman run did. So I think there's a good amount of problems with it. Issue 3 or issue 4, issue 3 or issue 4, not good. In my opinion, it's not bad, but it's just more of the same of what we've already seen. It's a really boring origin. I just added it to my poll. Yeah, there's a lot to look forward to. I'm excited for Bane. I'm excited to see where the Rogues Gallery goes. There's a lot to look forward to, but I also am trying to like sympathize. Like I have my own problems with it, and then there's the general consensus of it. I still think like Ultimate Spider-Man and the Ultimates are better. I dropped Absolute Wonder Woman. Probably Absolute Superman. I think is genuinely really good. Absolute Superman. Chef's kiss. Jason Aaron's killing it. Beyond is peak Batman. Then read Batman Beyond Neo Gotham. I think it's what it's called, or Neo Year, or something like that. It's by Colin Lansing and Jackson. I don't remember their names. I'm sorry. I'm not even gonna try. Just look it up. It's the latest Batman Beyond comics. Incredible. What was it that the Mayo dude said about Arkham Knight? It's Batman porn. Just look at how badass Batman he stabs people and cuts people off. That's not in Arkham Knight, unless you mean Absolute Batman. In that case, I don't even know if I call that like Batman porn because it's like, aren't I supposed to like it? Is that a weird joke? Just going to bag this guy. But no, I get what you mean. Sorry if you see paint on my hands. It's dried gesso. It's not paint. I tried washing. It's really hard to wash off without drying your hands to shit because of hand soap. So, absolute Batnik one. Oh, for real. Honestly, this is absolute Batnik. Just kidding. Now this one I picked up like off a whim. I think the premise is pretty interesting. I'm already looking at it. The art looks great. So this is the Power Company Recharged. I believe this is like a. Oh, I guess I was wrong. I thought it was like the DC milestone stuff, but this is predominantly African American characters. So we got like Black Lightning, Signal, Goat, um, uh, Tim Fox or Jace Fox, Batman. I don't know who this gentleman is. I don't know who that is. Um, but I'm interested. I with a lot of DC books, I see them and I'm like, why would I care about that? So I'm trying to change that up a little bit, trying to read what I think looks and sounds cool and something I might miss out on. Let's see. Sorry. I appreciate all the engagement in the chat. You guys are dope as hell. Did they make Absolute Flash series yet? Yes, and the first 2 issues are great. Jeff Lemire is killing it. So DC Power Company Recharged. Boom. Next book. This is my most anticipated book this week and last week. Ultimate Spider-Man 16? Yeah, 16. Can't wait. I've heard great things. Last issue sucked. It was awful. So I'm hoping this one's better. We got a Marvel Knights ad on the back. Boo, because it's Joe Quesada. But yeah, really excited for that. It's really hard to go wrong with it. Marco Cicchetto is back on the art after 1 issue of being gone. Definitely need to get more into Absolute more. Yeah, I would say so. I'd say Superman. Like, just read Superman. It's so good. I'm on my Daredevil arc right now. I'm taking his roles back. Yeah, we'll see where that goes. I guess that's really gonna get proven in a couple minutes. I have Absolute Wonder Woman. I haven't read it yet. I read the first couple issues. Really good. I think I just dropped it for money reasons. Like, just didn't want to spend that much money on comics. But it's really good. Hayden Sherman kills it on the art. I don't remember. I think it's Kelly Thompson is the writer. And this one is just a variant cover of Detective Comics 996. It's part of the Mercy of the Father storyline. It is the Bruno Redondo variant. Bruno Redondo did a series of variants for these. They're all really fantastic. A lot of them feel like they're inspired by Batman Year One. And yeah, that's what it looks like. I love this. This looks really cool. It's I think it's paying homage to Year One is when he's like climbing. Does anybody remember that in the movie? He's climbing up the wall like he's Spider-Man. Like there's nothing. He's just that was my climbing. I don't think you guys saw that. Let's see. Seeing Batnik bald is not what I expected to see, but hey, yep, big change, big change. Do you read manga? Yes, I do. Not a lot, but I read a good amount. Love Chainsaw Man. Love Berserk. Love Dragon Ball. Those are my 3 right now. Can't wait to read it. Will Ultimate Peter actually save someone in this issue? Man. Thoughts on the We Are Yesterday event so far? I've only read part 1, but it was fun. I have issues parts 2 and 3 in here. That I'll bag and board. Jonathan Hickman is amazing. Yes. Let's be honest. Advanced Suit is peak Spidey suit. I'd probably put it. I'd probably put the second version in my S tier. I don't know. I'm a classic guy. I like the classic suit. Classic suit will always be the best. Yes. What makes the Absolute run work is the same thing that makes the Ultimate Comics work. That they take the direction and they take the characters in really strong new directions. They don't just tweak them; they reinvent them. I don't agree with Batman. Absolute Batman is more or less prime continuity Batman, but he's like edging Frank Miller Batman. If I'm being real with you, like he's overly brutal. Like he used cyanide, I think, to like burn off the limbs of bad guys. Why does it say you're bald? I might as well be, right? Oh yeah, because the camera's so yeah. Once again, Detective Comics was 1096. Bruno Redondo variant cover. I'm not a huge variant guy. I'm very picky about my variant. Dude's just edgy Batman. Yeah, I would agree. We don't really get a whole lot of insight. Let's go. So we got Batman, The Long Halloween, The Last Halloween, issue 7. R.I.P. Tim Sale. The series kind of sucks. Not kind of, it sucks. But we have Dane Johnson back on the art. I believe he did issue 3 or 4. Fantastic. He, if I remember correctly, he was a great predecessor to Tim Sale. It was the person who drew the last issue, if I remember correctly. We have a lot of comics to get through. I can't be. I love you too, PJ. I think about you all the time. If you want a really good manga, definitely read Blue Exorcist. I've heard good things about it. Everybody's, a couple of my friends are trying to get me on. I know it's not a manga. Well, maybe it is, but Solo Leveling. A lot of people are recommending that. So I still got to finish Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Acid, not cyanide. Yeah, but it basically tore off the limbs of the Black Mask guys. Next up, excited for this one. Who drew it? Not Dan Mora, but that's okay. We have Batman, Superman, World's Finest. We Are Yesterday, Part 3. We're going out of order. I have Part 2. It's Mark Waid. You can't go wrong with it. And it's World's Finest. So, you ever read The Max? Mike recommended it to me. And I don't think I've ever heard that. I might have. This is an annual. I'm sorry. I don't know what I said. This is Part 3, but this is also an annual. So, it's a chonker of a book. What's the premise of The Max? Is that like a manga? Or Blue Exorcist was a manga first, but anime takes it in a blade direction in the final episodes, all that stuff. Ultimate Spider-Man is probably Hickman's most optimistic so far. Even then, it's not very optimistic, but yes, everyone read Hellblazer someday. Oh, it's from Image. Okay. Oh, I don't think I know it. We Are Yesterday, Part 3 in Batman, Superman, World's Finest Annual. Okay, I guess we'll take a big detour, guys. Sorry, I'm really out of it. It's a little hot out. So, you got to read it. Only 35 issues and exploration of childhood trauma and how it affects. Oh, W. I love Image. Image does some incredible things. So if there's like a compendium that's easy to buy, I'll definitely get it. Ultimate Spider-Man would be good if Peter actually saved people. Ultimate Spider-Man, the thing holding it back, I don't want to say nothing. No, a lot of things happen. It's like, I think the whole idea, and I'm pretty sure this applies to Ultimate Spider-Man, I could be wrong, but each issue, I know it applies to the Ultimates, each issue taking place in real time, in my opinion, bad idea. It holds the book back tremendously. I don't know if they're still doing that or not, but I feel like that hurts the pacing. Azrael's peak when he's not trying to be Batman, except for the White Knight run. White Knight Azrael is fire as fuck. He has his own identity. The Spawn Compendiums are $24, 500 pages worth it. Yeah, I've seen those. I want to get the Killer Be Killed Compendium by Edward Baker. Here we go, guys. Hush to Part 2. I don't remember what this chapter is called. So, spoilers if you care. People are overblowing this book significantly. It's not good. It's not good. It's not awful, but it is. Maybe it's like a 4 out of 10 if I had to put it on a scale. So basically, the premise is in the last issue, Joker is severely injured by Hush. Batman takes him and brings him to Leslie Tompkins to heal to fix him. And Red Hood shows up to the Batcave, and he's like, "Why is Joker alive?" And once again, we see them fighting, and everybody pisses their pants over the fact that Batman takes Red Hood's gun and shoots him in the helmet. But here's the thing: he doesn't know that's Jason. He thinks it's some random. I think he. Let me hang on. Let me not just make assumptions. So he doesn't know who Red Hood is for a very long time. I think he knows it's a helmet. He doesn't know. Yeah, so he says he doesn't know for sure if it's Red Hood. So he takes the gun and he shoots him. And he's just trying to chip the helmet. He just wants to see who's underneath it. and this is Batman, expert marksman, um, you know, like expert, sharpshooter, for lack of better term at the moment. And that's all. And as soon as he understands what's happening, this is beautiful, dude. This is like, regardless of the quality of the story, that is gorgeous. Look at that. I'm looking at. Oh my gosh, it doesn't even do it justice. Like incredible, incredible. Um, so essentially, he learns it's Jason, and he stops fighting. He drops the gun that he was holding, and Jason beats the hell out of him. But nothing else really happens. Riddler's gonna help out against Hush. Bruce thinks Jason is working with Hush again. It's the same shit. It kind of just feels like nostalgia bait. And it's a shame that Jim Lee can never his work can never be put to good use. It's a shame that we are stuck where he's stuck with writers that just don't know what they're doing. Like he's got the Brian Azzarellos, the Frank Millers, the fucking now the Jeff Loebs. Um, so yeah, nothing. I mean, I wasn't like offended by this book. Batman says something really stupid. Like he's like, listen, Jason, Hush is only using Joker like a tool. Like the tool joke, like the crowbar was a tool that Joker used to kill you. Why would you say that to your son? Why would you say that to anybody? You fucking idiot. Uh, whatever. Hush too. Um, yeah, hopefully it gets better. And then we have I forgot what's going on in this book. We have Green Lantern issue 22 by Jeremy Adams. Banger run. I love it. I love the main artist. I can't say his name. Like I just don't know how to pronounce it, but he's incredible. I want to see him on like a Batman or a Superman book. I think he'd kill it. Um, yeah, not much to say there. A lot of respect on Hal Jordan and John Stewart. So can't really go wrong with it. Great action. It's going all cosmic. I'm gonna tape this and then we'll talk about the next one, and then I will catch up on Shaq. I know there's a lot of being said. Green Lantern. Just the foil cover for Hush 2. Like art's beautiful. I'm not gonna not get it, right? It's beautiful. So let's see. Um Void Rivals. I almost picked up the Transformers, the current comics, but my haul was already $100. So I'm gonna have to wait on it. Overlord anime. It looks like the meta shit ever. The death. Okay, that's anime stuff. I hate the idea of prep time for Batman because even if you give him prep time, somehow Bruce still finds a way to fuck it up. I mean, I guess I would need to see like examples you're talking about. Like prep time, I think is kind of an overblown thing. Like Batman's whole thing is about being prepared when you're not when he's able to react to things on the fly. So it's not necessarily prep time. He's just like a problem solver, I guess you could say. Hush 2 foil looks beautiful. Love the dressless cover. Let's see. Cantwell. I don't know who that is. Is Travis Moore the? Oh, it is Travis Moore. I don't know who this other guy is. We Are Yesterday Part 2. Yeah, no much to say there. Haven't read it, so I'm excited for it. Didn't he think it was Clayface? He thought that was a possibility, yes. Some executive saw Civil War II and said, yeah, we should make that. I don't know what that's referring to. Unless you're talking about Hush 2. I'd be fine if Batman went wildly out of character if it meant Jason died. I agree. That's something the OG Hush story did so well. The visuals and especially the splash pages. Absolutely. Jim Lee hasn't lost it. Jim Lee rarely, yes. The thing that killed you is just a tool. Yeah. Nick, nothing is more cringeworthy Batman quote than because I'm the goddamn Batman. Like, yeah. It's less cringy because it's not canon. I love the haircut, big. Thanks, Liam. Love you, brother. If you're still watching, I have stuff you're gonna like. You stay. But if not, I'll just ping you. Failsafe is the worst prep time I've ever seen. Just why? Why would you create something you can't shut off? That was Zernar. That wasn't Failsafe. I mean, that was Zernar. That wasn't Bruce. And the whole reason he created Failsafe was so that Zur could get into. So Zur can use Batman's body. It was like a whole scheme. Like this wasn't failsafe was part of the plan. Christopher Cantwell. Yeah, I don't. That name sounds very familiar. I'm just blanking on what it is, but yeah, he does the art for this crossover. I know Dan Moore is, I think, doing the next part. This cover is gonna be awesome. The Kite Man of Zernar, for real. Have you ever read the Transformers Tam storyline? Talking about he's basically Kylo Ren before Force Awakens. I have only read like 2 issues of Transformers, so I'm not a Transformers guy. We are today part 2, and then hopefully this one's really good. It's not by Tom Taylor, but that's okay. Detective Comics Annual number 1, 2025. We got a beautiful cover by Mikel Janin, or Janin. Forgive me for the pronunciation. Annuals are rarely bad for Batman. Annuals are typically fantastic. So I'm excited. I can't say much else. I don't think this has anything to do with Tom Taylor's run. He's not even a credited writer. So I'm hoping for some cool one-off Batman shit that we've been missing out on for years now. Thoughts on the Peak comic, The Last Ronin? Haven't read it, but I will at some point. Do I need to read anything prior for it? Like any other TMNT stuff, or do I just need like a general knowledge on it? What happened to that Last Ronin game? Is that still happening? The best Two-Face story, that's Eye of the Beholder, isn't it? Could be tripping. The best Two-Face story. I'll have to think about that. Because I love Two-Face. Yes, okay. Yeah, Liam Stay, because some of the older comics that I got, I feel like you're going to like, hopefully, unless I'm mistaken. Okay. Forgive me. So this is from last week. Some of last week's. Probably already saw that free comic book day thing. They just had these for free. So Superman 4 All Seasons. I think it's just, but yeah, it's book 1. These are for free. This is for like the summer Superman stuff. Also Superman number 1. Just thought it'd be cool to have. Nothing crazy. I don't think I have sleeves for these, so I'm just gonna leave them over here. Like they're not like these super valuable books or anything. We have Titans 22. They're bringing Deathstroke back. So yeah, that's about it. I fuck with the current story. It's nothing crazy. It's just I'm my Teen Titans knowledge is very little, so it's just fun seeing like a team lineup that I really like. Not the messages retracted. I didn't get to see them. My metric for if a Batman story is good or not is if Batman has a blue suit, then you're gonna love Hush 2. Titans 22. And this is one of my most anticipated polls. Absolute Martian Manhunter, issue 1, incredible. The art's fantastic. It's such a weird premise. There's not much else I could say. Read it, please read it. I'd say it's probably gonna be the best Absolute book. I think it's gonna be 12 issues. Oops, sorry guys. I think it's gonna be 12. Motherfucker. I think it's gonna be 12 issues. Peak Superman, absolutely. You can go into a blind if you want, but I recommend watch 2003 or 2012. Yeah, I watched a 2012 TMNT growing up. Those were the Turtles I grew up with. Deathstroke again, yes. He's yeah. Maybe they'll do something cool with him though. If so far it's been pretty good. Excited for this. Oh, there's a little fucking stupid ass comic shop. Superman by Joshua Williamson, issue 25. This is a milestone issue. It's got a beautiful like full spread cover. It's got an incredible lineup of artists. I believe it's Jamal Campbell, Dan Mora, Eddie Barrows, and then a couple Eber Ferreira. Interesting. But this is hype. One of the consistently good comic runs in my opinion. Bald like your dad, SK. Bald like your dad. I don't know about the best, but for my favorite Two-Face story is the one in Joker's Asylum Volume 1. I'm sure if I saw it, I would know what you're referring to, but my Joker's Asylum reading, don't remember any of it. And then just the foil variant as well. I love foils. Foils are awesome. I don't know why. They just look cool. I don't like to touch them too much just because, like, the oil from your hands gets on, and it's very hard to put the hat on. I have a beanie. You want me to look like Colin? Want me to look like your ex? Yeah. Shut up, SK. Fucking loser. How was The Monkey? Did you like The Monkey? The movie? I hope you gave it a 10. Last run in is self-contained. You can know not a lot about TMNT or be a fan, and it still works either way. TMNT 2012 was yeah. I know the theme song word for word. If that means anything. Deathstroke has been passed around like the Venom symbiote. That is some crazy phrasing. I want to see an Absolute Firestorm book. I'm sure he'll appear in the Absolute universe. I don't know about getting his own book. Monkey was great. Good. The correct opinion. So yeah, we got Superman 25. Excited, very excited for all those. Then this was pretty cool. We have the David Corn Sweat. I don't even know what you would call this. It's it was for Superman Day. That's what those comics were for. This is Action Comics #1 by Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster, and it's literally just Action Comics 1. This is the Dan Mora, David Corn Sweat variant. This looks beautiful. It's awesome. So I'm trying to look at the camera. Favorite Superman villain that was not Lex Zod or Brainiac? I hate that question. 2003 better. I've heard it's like super accurate to the original series. I can't wait to see Sinners. That is not. I'm sorry. I gotta really think about that. Dude, you put me on the fucking spot. Because my Superman knowledge is like nothing compared to like Batman or Daredevil. I haven't even read that many Zod stories. All the stories I've read are like Brainiac or Lex. Let me think, please. Let me think. Oh, I like the Unchained arc. I think I forget what the villain was called in that. Shit, now I'm gonna be thinking about that. Let's go to the next comics real quick, and I'll think about that question. So for those of you that joined a little late, I mean, if Darkseid counts, and I don't, I don't think Darkseid's like crazy compelling. I like the Phantom Zone, like the most recent arc by Mark Waid, where he has to go to the Phantom Zone and like he works with Mon-El and stuff, and it's just a bunch of different villains. Then there's like one overarching one. Can I take drugs on stream? Can I take drugs on stream? Is that a if the stream gets taken down? It's an inhaler. It's prescribed. It's not illegal. I need it to live. No, you will get paid. It's an inhaler, though. I need it to live. If the stream gets taken down, it's we're raps. You guys are funny. Yeah, I've never even heard of Dominus or Conduit. Those sound awesome, dude. The fact that Leo decapitated Shredder without censorship in 2020. Oh, I didn't know that happens. A lot of people get pedantic about whether or not I can count them. I don't care about it. Toyman, interesting. Zod peaked in the New 52 and early Rebirth. Yeah, he had that crossover with Green Lantern. I heard that was really good. I forget who the writer was. Nah, as a fellow asthmatic, you're good. Dude, I'm not going to say what I thought, as you said, for asthmatic. Anyway, so the point. What time is it? How's my clock? Okay, clock's looking. We're going a little quick. I went to a very small comic book convention. It was literally in one big room. And their guests, so it was just a bunch of comic shops, different vendors selling books. And their guest of honor was the one and only Jim Starlin, the guy who created Thanos, the guy who killed off Jason Todd, the guy who I don't know if he created KG Beast. I could be wrong on that. I'm pretty sure he did. Most people know him for Thanos and Adam Warlock, and he does like some other series now. And then but for me, he's a Batman writer. That's who he is. Oh yeah, SK. By the way, thoughts on Keemstar? He's a groomer. He's a bad person. He's manipulative, and he's a hypocrite. Just my thoughts. So I got to meet Jim Starlin. These are the books that I got signed from him. So we got Batman 424. This is the Diplomat Sun storyline. You can see his signature right there. Sorry. Right there. So I talked to him like super briefly. I was like, do you miss writing Batman? Um, and he was like, he basically said no. He said editorial had screwed him over quite a bit, and there were things going on that he was dealing with during the death of the family stuff. And I was like, well, I just want to say I really love how you wrote Batman, and I love how you wrote Jason. He's like, well, I didn't like Jason. I was like, okay, wow, all right. Which I kind of knew already. Obviously, he killed Jason, but I don't know. It was just he's an older guy. He's very much older, and yeah, just kind of whatever. So Batman 423. This is one of my holy grail comics. This is the Todd McFarlane cover. I don't like it because of the cover. I like it because of the story inside. It's Batman from the perspective of three different people. It's like a cop. There's three different cops, I think, and it basically explores like different facets of Batman. Incredible story. Everybody should read it. You don't need to know anything about Batman to read it. Amazing. I'm glad I got it signed. It just went up in value. Who'd win a fight, Lucas or Keemstar? Lucas. Keemstar's out of shape and he's fatter than he gives off the idea. Read Action Comics 657. The fact that you have that number on hand. Jim Starlin, one of my favorite Batman writers. To understand the hate some fans give towards him. So he's a fantastic Batman writer. He's kind of a dick. I've met him twice now. He's just kind of he's an old man, I guess. I'm glad I got this signed, Batman 416. This is the issue where Nightwing goes and confronts Bruce about him having Jason Todd as a Robin. Incredible stuff. Batman basically admits that he got Jason, like he adopted Jason, recycled him in as his ward because he missed having Dick around. He missed having his son around. And then Dick finally understands everything. Like he understands why, and he's more accepting of Jason. We have Consequences, issue 425. I just love this. Has some cool moments in it. Some great art. And this storyline is kind of whatever. I don't really remember what happens in it because there's like this guy it's literally just Batman versus a serial killer. And I believe Jason's in it. I'm taking these out. I don't do the whole CGC grading shit. I'm trying to find Jim Aparo. Yeah, Jim Aparo definitely draws this. That's one amazing reason to have it. So it's not the book that I thought it was. But regardless, it's by Jim Starlin. And then last but not least, I wish I had remembered that he drew Batman the Colt because I have all 4 of the original issues. So, and I could have gotten those signed. He said he loved doing the Colt, which I'm glad to hear. I think Batman the Colt is incredible. Death in the Family. This is the trade paperback from. This is old because it's $5. It's $5 here in the U.S. And so it collects the whole story, and I got it signed. But yeah, there was that. I mean, let me go through chat real quick. Thoughts on Andor? Haven't seen it. I really want to though. Kimmy's a speedster too. Kimmy's in the speedster. He can't even get the fuck out of his chair. He needs other people's wives to grab White Claws for them. Who would win, Badnick? Your forehead or Colin's forehead? Like in a fight, I feel like his is bigger. Like he has a crazy receding hairline. I don't think anybody understands that. Like mine, I don't think mine's terrible. I think I just have a large forehead. Colin's forehead would shatter. That's it's hollow. So Badnick, why do you look like big brain Sheen? Genetics, I guess. Drinking my water and eating my veggies. Top 3 Star Wars. If it's just movies, man, I'm gonna be unpopular. Number 1, Return of the Jedi. Number 2, Revenge of the Sith. Number 3, listen, I know there's the whole actor necromancy with Tarkin, but I know it's super unpopular. I love Rogue One. Let me keep it real. I love Rogue One. If we're talking in general, if it's just Star Wars media, number 1, Star Wars Battlefront 2. One or two. One or two. And I don't mean the old ones. I know. Kill me, crucify me. I mean the 2015 one and the 2017? 27, something like that by EA. Um, I grew up with those. That was my Call of Duty. So I have very like not the story. The story for Battlefront 2 sucks. I hate it. But I have hours upon hours in those games. Um, it also is just pretty nostalgic because that was when like my grandma was still alive and I'd play with my brother and I'd play with my best friend for hours. We were anticipating every DLC. My mom got me the season pass um, for the 2015 game. Story wise, obviously Jedi Fallen Order. Haven't played the second one. It's in my library. Really want to play it. But Battlefront 2, I could still go back and play it. Incredible game, in my opinion. I think some of the balancing is probably off. Obviously, it had an awful launch. EA is a shitty company, and they need to burn. But like now in its current state, like they fixed the game. It's an incredible game to play. It's really fun. It's got the big maps. Um, and Battlefront 2015 is what made me get into Star Wars. So, but movies, yeah, it'd probably be Return of the Jedi, Revenge of the Sith, either and a mix up between like Empire, A New Hope, Rogue One. I like Solo. Sue me. I think it's fun. I don't think it does anything crazy bad besides how he gets his name. Like that's stupid. Um, so yeah, I don't really have any design. I mean, I already have these are duplicate books of and okay. No, we're cooking. We're cooking. Grail comic. Let's see. I have the same top two. W. I love Return of the Jedi. Have you gotten into the EU? No. I will at some point. I really want to read the Thrawn trilogy. Everybody gasses that up. Revenge of the you just got Le Buzzcut, as they say. Bannock's head is so big he can replicate Matt. 2003 Clone Wars. Oh yeah, the yeah. Thank you. That's a great one. Gennady Tarkovsky, I think, or Gendy Tarkovsky. Liam, we played Battlefront 2 for like 2 days or something. Some of the funnest times I've ever had. So fun. Did you see the Revenge of the Sith in theaters? I really want to. So backstory a little bit. I have one class left, and then I'm done with my first semester of university. Let's go. Um, so tomorrow, I think me and my girlfriend. She doesn't want to see Sinners. She's not a movie person. Um, I'm gonna see Sinners sometime in the next week. I think tomorrow she wants to see Thunderbolts, so we're probably gonna see that. But we do also want to see. She loves Star Wars. She's a big Star Wars girl. So we're probably gonna we might see that. Don't let them hate on you. I have the same haircut. Oh no, I love my haircut. I know y'all just playing. Read Dark Lord: The Rise of Darth Vader. Okay. I actually really enjoy Solo. Yeah, and they should bring the guy back who did him. Like make him the legacy actor. Planning to read the Thrawn trilogy soon, but I've been too busy reading. Yeah, oh, yeah. This Star Wars is pretty low on the read list. W, it's great you made it through though. Oh man, I'm sorry, man. Yeah, college is tough. Even as an art major. Okay, I think I guess caught up. Don't stop chatting, but I just thought I should catch up. What's our time looking like? Okay, we got like about an hour. Okay. Grail comic Daredevil number 200. So basically, this is when Bullseye. This is the storyline. It takes place over like 4 or 5 issues. This is when Bullseye gets his adamantium spine, I believe. Um, and Daredevil's going after him and stuff. And it's kind of a stupid story. It's nothing like really special until this issue right here. They get into a fight, and for those of you that know, in Frank Miller's run, Matt technically tried to kill Bullseye. It's not like the show. They try to replicate it in the show, and they cut the context entirely. So they're two different things. Um, but basically, Matt kills Bullseye, tries to kill Bullseye in self defense. And this issue is him finally coming out and saying, that wasn't me. I regret doing that. And I'm not a killer. I don't kill people. And it's a really he calls back to like his dad and how his dad's talking about like a real man stands on his principles and doesn't give in to his impulses. Um, College is great. Wish I had more years of it. Go get your fucking master's degree then, you dork. What the hell? I like college too, but yeah, it's not. It's like it's hard. You look like the psycho in Daredevil who said, "But I do regret any injurious consequences my actions may have caused." You look like fuck you, bro. I really love Dark Empire, even though everyone hates it. I feel like I've heard of that one. Is this where Lady Deathstrike gets in? I don't think so, unless I don't know who Lady Deathstrike is. Lol, and then Daredevil kills him in the Shadowlands storyline. I'm pretty sure he's under control of the Hand. Um, but regardless, really great issue, really great ending. I'm really glad I had this. It was only $15. It was only $15. I can't wait to look through it. I'm so excited. Couple of Innocenti issues that I really love. The giant size Daredevil, where he gets his ass handed to him by Bushwhacker, Ammo, Bullet, and I think that's it. These are those two issues right here. You see that? And then Fall of the Mutants tie-in. This one's they're just for the art, really. That's the main reason. I think Ammo's in it as well. I have to fart so bad, bro. Shouldn't have said that on stream. I'm sorry. Um, let's see. Okay. Mr. Mr. Legend of Comics. I hope you're still watching. That's Lady Deathstrike. She's so nice. What? That cannot be her. Way to do the quotes wrong. You. Oh, never mind. All right. So hopefully, Mr. Legend of Comics is still watching. This is like the lesser thing that I got. So most of the comics I'm about to show were $1, which is insane. So we have. I'm gonna hide those. No, let me hide those. We have a shit ton of Michael J. Straczynski and John Romita Jr. Spider-Man run. These are all in great condition. They were all bag imported. $1. I have no idea they why they were in the dollar bin. No regrets. Look at this. This is beautiful. This is the second best work in my opinion. Stay Liam. There's more. I feel like you're gonna like what else I have. Most of the dollar comics I got were Spider-Man. Unfortunately, they obviously didn't have like the happy birthday issues that lead into issue 500. Look at that, dude. Look at this. Fucking gorgeous, bro. Gorgeous. This is John Romita. In my opinion, John Romita Jr.'s first best work is Daredevil. His second best is Spider-Man. They're interchangeable. Take that back. SK, are you mad he becomes a teacher in this? Does that upset you? Fucking loser. But yeah, we got a lot of these. I don't remember the name of this artist. But great stuff. Got I haven't read this run. I read this run once. Incredible stuff. The Book of Ezekiel, Chapter 1. Happy Birthday, Part 1. This is happy. So this is issue 498. Paulo is no, this isn't Paulo Rivera. I'm sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. Yeah. So just some awesome stuff. That was only $1. Banning be like, I just wanted to throw a few balls when I psychotically smashed a dude's face. They retconned her late. Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, the art's great. What should a modern Spider-Man adaptation adapt? The comics. Is that a bad question? Is that a bad answer? Did you know that J. Michael Straczynski created He-Man? No, I did not. But that makes so much sense why he's attached to so many things. He's doing Thor right now. My favorite Spider-Man comic is the other. Unpopular opinion, I know, but damn, dude, it's so good. Should adapt Homecoming. Romita's just work on Avengers is underrated. Sadly, Benda's writing was kind of bad. Interesting. As long as he ain't your friendly neighborhood setup, man. I feel like it's been a while since. Yeah, it's just school and work. I'm getting some great hours at work. So like I've just been working a lot and trying to wrap up the semester strong. Currently finishing with I think minimum. Ooh, Knock on wood. It should be straight A semester. Um, but yeah, just trying to lock in and work, and me and my girlfriend are trying to get situated, moving and stuff. Back when Spider Man was great, absolutely. The Moreland arc for all the bullshit it brought was really good. I concur. We need Spider Man to aura form while people are burning in the background. I don't even remember what that's referencing. um, yeah, all dollar comics. Target bag, I know. Look at that. Most of this was for $1. Like not all of it was for $1, but like individual issues were for $1. Look at that. Look at that. So let's see. I feel like Liam is already seeing the cover. He's creating his pants. Maybe I don't know if this run's good. I just know he likes this writer. No, I know the new show. I'm talking about what episode. Target still sells. No. I just needed a bag to put them in so I could move. That was it. I don't think Target. That's actually for Target. Marvel Premiere Editions. Marvel Premiere Editions. Go and get. You can get Daredevil Born Again, Captain America: The Winter Soldier, and a Black Panther book, all at Target for $12. So let's see. So all of this. Whoops. Did I get duplicate issues? Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Dude, I organized these and now they're just suddenly not organized. I love that. That's my favorite thing ever. Dude, what the okay, I think we're cooking. Okay, should be good. So the run has some flops, but also some of the best. Let's see. So this is Spectacular Spider-Man. So Comic Legend hypes up Paul Jenkins, I believe. I could be wrong, but I feel like he always says that's his favorite Spider-Man writer. I saw these for $1. It also has Matt Ramos. I love Matt Ramos. I believe that's his name. So they had issues 1 through 14, I believe. Let me see if I. Yes. So they have issues. Yes. They had issues 1 through 14, all for each issue was $1. So you're basically paying $14 for 14 comics. And these all look like they're in really good. Favorite Doc Ock story is it the countdown. So yeah, the first one we have is The Hunger. That's the first arc. It is 4 issues long. Hell yeah. So 4 issues long. We got our big boy Venom up there. Go through these pretty quick. Best Venom. Oh my gosh, sweet. That's. I take that very seriously. If Liam says it's a good Spider-Man story, it's a good Spider-Man story. We got Countdown. How should I do this? Yeah, I'll do it like that. And then right. Oh, one more. Nice. So I'd love to see Batnick fight Rags and it ends up like the bowling scene in Daredevil. It's gonna be worse than the bowling scene in Daredevil. Hell yeah, let's go. W. I'm glad I picked out the right bunch. Yeah, he had a whole long box of just Spider. He had Spider-Man, He had 3 things of Spider-Man, 1 thing of Batman, and then a couple other miscellaneous books. We have the Lizard's Tail. Interesting cover art for sure. Interesting cover. I love the foreshortening on this. Incredible stuff. It's really well drawn in my opinion. Yeah, I love. This guy clearly likes hands. But just really looks just beautiful work. Also, it's funny that you could say Daredevil Born Again is the greatest Daredevil story and have widely different reactions based on what people think. So it's so funny you say that. It's something I really want to talk about and something I really want to think about is a flop. Sadly, it's okay. Can't all be bangers, right? Just makes the good stuff better. With Born Again, it's funny because if you go to like Batman or Spider-Man, or not, maybe not Spider-Man, but Batman, and you're like, what are the best comics? And if someone says Hush, I'm gonna be like, really, really. You haven't read much Batman if you say Hush. That's just the fact of the matter. With Daredevil, if you tell me Born Again is what you think is the best Daredevil storyline, I can't argue with that. I can't think of something that has as much like that's so like thematically rich, incredibly drawn, and a great continuation of everything that was written beforehand than what Born Again was. Um, yeah, Born Again's incredible. It is a genuinely amazing book. Um, and I think everybody should read it, regardless of if they read Daredevil or not. This is the last one. So the whole reason I found this bunch of comics, the Paul Jenkins books, is because there was a Paulo Rivera cover. Um, so yeah, and everybody talks about how he's like one of the best Spider-Man artists. So I grabbed it and I was like, wait, they have more. So that's exciting. Yeah, look at that. 14 bucks. That's great. That's a great deal. Let's see. Best Venom story. I love this Venom. Oh, nice, nice. I'm glad. Yeah, sweet. I like the Born Again show, but I can understand why people don't. And it's not really something for me. What if I want to read every single Daredevil comic besides Born Again? You're in for a ride. I'll tell you that. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. Um, you should read Peter David's 2099 comics. I actually considered buying the first volume of 2099. Read it years ago in a public library. I was too young to understand it, but I was like, future Spider-Man, fucking sick. So real quick, mainly got this for the cover. This was in the dollar bin. It's really, um, really roughed up. It's like getting like got no like value really. Hence why it was in the dollar bin. This is part of the Micah Sin storyline by Dennis O'Neil. It's even got a stain on the back of it. That's gross. Um, but I just got it because of the David Mazzucchelli cover. We got because they do Matt and Fisk work together. Um, yeah, it's kind of a really it's a mid story with some fantastic moments, and a lot of them happen in this issue. So we're gonna sleeve it. I rarely don't sleeve my comics. I rarely yeah that's the right way to say that. Dude, I'm tired. um, what if I okay? I already read that. Read that. Peter David wrote Edge of Time. I like the person who made it. I know Peter David does have a GoFundMe because he's currently battling some medical issues. So yeah, I mean, talented writer. I hope. Honestly, I don't know why Marvel doesn't foot the bill. Why isn't that a thing? The billion-dollar company can't just like pay for the guy's hospital bills. Isn't that weird? Fuck corporations, bro. Actually, ridiculous. It's like anti-community. Sorry, I don't know what that rant was. Marvel and DC should be paying their comic creators more. Free my boy John Romita Jr. He fucking dude, poor guy, overworked to death. He's a he's an older gentleman. Um, I'll go over these Batman comics real quick. A lot of these. Why did I buy this? I don't know why I bought this, but cool. Jim Raparo and Marv Wolfman. Now these, I know why I bought these. Okay. Uh, Alan Grant and Norm Brayfogle. So where Batman goes to, I think he actually goes to Arizona. That's not significant for any reason. Just kidding. That's the state that I live in. Good luck finding me. That's gonna age horribly. I feel like. I saw this just because it looked cool. Teen Titans Spotlight Nightwing guest starring Batman. It was only $1, so picked it up. It's by people I do not recognize. So we got a couple issues of Amazing Spider-Man. Whether or not these are good, and Spectacular Spider-Man. I'm excited for a couple of these. Oh, let me go. Cornelius Stirk, underrated Batman villain. He can basically impersonate anybody from memory, from what I remember. Top tier. Grail comic right here. Key Batman issue. This is where Batman admits to Nightwing that he's let the mask consume him and Bruce Wayne's gone. And he says that's why Nightwing's better. He's not, but regardless. Incredible issue. Incredible stuff. This is during No Man's Land. Johnny Silverhand arc. What did I say that? Hey Bannock, will you play near replicant as one? Is that the game where the girl has like a super fat ass? Is that what that is? Because I think that's like on my playlist, like on my list of games. Um, Insomniac still didn't compensate Donny Cates. That has to be a joke. Edward, you're joking. He literally, I don't know if you know this, but Donny Cates got into like a really bad car accident and literally suffered amnesia. Like, and he also got a divorce, and it's in the fucking shitty ass Spider-Man game didn't credit him. Marvel didn't give Neil Adams any compensation for creating Havoc. I heard about that. I've heard like Replicant stars a trans girl. That's cool. Wait, Replicant, not Replicant. Wait, what am I looking at? Oh, near Replicant. Oh, okay. There's two different ones: a prequel and then with the android. Interesting. So we got Amazing Spider-Man 438. I literally just bought this because Daredevil's on the cover. It's Save Daredevil, so that's cool. Saves Daredevil. It's by I think his name's Tom DeFalco. Love his symbiote stuff, so hopefully that's good. Bro, you should totally be the illustrator to my writer. We'd rule over DC like odds. Amen, bro. I'm not that good of an artist yet though, but I'm down when I'm ready. So Spectacular Spider-Man 241. This is like the font of the show. Well, this came out before the show. That was so like comic noobish of me. This is what the show. This is probably what the show took the font from. I just got it because of the cover. This is beautiful. Bring back Pete and MJ, please. I hope it's good. This is called Rebirth, so hopefully that means something good too. Normalize buying comics just because they look fucking cool. Like I don't care if it's a shit story. I mean, I care. I'm not gonna buy it if I know it's shit. But like if I see it, it looks cool, and I don't know anything about it, I'm buying it, dude. Like comics are also meant to like be able to appreciate the artistry too, you know? Like and I don't know why I got this one. This take place this takes place right after Spectacular Spider-Man 242, The Face of Defeat. So interesting. It doesn't say the writers on here, so I'm curious. Restore the Daredevil verse. I agree. Kate's publicly acknowledged the lack of credit, and nothing has changed so far. Yeah, Insomniac can go fuck themselves, man. Nier Automata, greatest game I've ever played. I know you talk about it all the time when you're starring. That's part of why I want to play it. Marvel also treated Robert Kirkman very poorly. I've heard about that. Nick, once your summer starts, is there any comic book runs you're dying to read? Oh my god, my brother. You have no fucking idea. So, off the dome, I need to finish my Symbiote Saga Omnibus. And then I'm going on to Spider-Man by David Michelinie and Mark Bagley. And then it's Venom Lethal, not Lethal Protector. Is that what it's called? It's like the Birth of Venom trade paperback. And then I'm gonna be rereading I'm gonna be rereading a ton of Batman. Superman's a big priority. Superman and Fantastic Four. I have Marvel Unlimited. I'm gonna get the DC Infinite app. I have a shit ton of Superman by Kurt Busiek I need to read that I have physically. All the physical stuff I'm gonna go through simultaneously with like online stuff. Forgot to show these as well. I believe this is the issue where Aunt May finds out Peter's Spider-Man. J. Michael Straczynski. So that's cool. And then got this because of the cover. I know it's not a particularly fantastic run, and Ryan Otley doesn't even do the interiors. Amazing Spider-Man 29 by Nick Spencer. Literally just the cover. Beautiful stuff. Play Sonic Unleashed on PC. Yeah, when I get a good BC. I will say that the Edward Baker run is very unappealing. I cannot disagree more. I love Scott McDaniel. I think he's an acquired taste for sure. He's an acquired taste. If he, like his art is very cartoonish, very reminiscent of something like BTAS or like not the Batman, but like mainly BTAS. I feel like, but like he's so like he draws characters in like such a dynamic way. I love how he does action. Not great at like faces and stuff like that, but love Scott McDaniel, top 5 Batman artist, maybe even top 5 artists in general. I wish he did a Daredevil run. Incredible. Sorry if I'm like skimming over questions a little bit. I only have like 30 minutes left. So this place, I know I've showed a good amount of Daredevil. They didn't have a whole lot of single issues. Yeah, the bullets are drawn really cool. I mean, the first few issues of Nick's Amazing Spider-Man were good. I've read the first arc. So I got whatever I could get my hands on with Old Hornhead. Daredevil #1. by Mark Wade and no, not Chris Samney. Chris Samney's not on this. Yeah. Incredible. Mark Wade's Daredevil is incredible, and you can't tell me otherwise. Daredevil 187 during Frank Miller's run. This is when he's in his like the great crash out that Matt Murdock always has. Incredible. I love the negative space in that cover. Incredible stuff. I bought this twice. Yeah. Yeah, leave that right there. I just realized night driving's been off this whole time. I was like, what? I was like, it's silent, which I intended it for, but why is it so silent? Sorry, there's night driving. Literally just got this because Batman's on it. Suicide Squad, number 10 by Ostrander, John Ostrander. There we go. There we go. So yes, the joke was I got duplicate comics. Send you a friend request on Discord. Yeah, I'll accept it once stream's over. Given Matt's life, those crash outs are no, they're 100% justified. So I guess I did not realize that this was part of a larger run. Daredevil versus Punisher Means to an End by David Latham. I didn't realize David Latham wrote that. I got it just because it said Daredevil on it. I'm a shill. David Latham did Batman War Games, which is one of the worst eras of Batman comics, period. So maybe it's good, maybe it's not. That's a crazy Punisher face. Look at that Punisher face. That's funny as fuck. Also, I've heard somewhere Matt apparently has clinical depression. 1,000%. I like if he went to a doctor, yes. This was for $1. It's literally Man Without Fear by Frank Miller and John Romita Jr. Like it's all it was $1. I'm gonna take it out and look through it real quick. Watch it like it's just like it's incredible quality already. Like I don't know how you're selling this for $1. That's ridiculous. It doesn't say the year on it, unfortunately. Oh, incredible. Hang on. 1994. I don't get that, man. I just don't get that. I don't get having. I will say, have I watched TF Prime? Is that the one that was on the hub? Because if so, I watched it when I was younger. I don't remember anything from it. A couple more grails, or a couple more key issues. Daredevil 184. This is a really famous cover. This is $20. $20 for this guy. Here's holding again. This is he goes against Punisher, and he ends up shooting him in his bulletproof armor. This one I'm kind of glad I got. Daredevil #1 by Chip Zdarsky. And Marco Cicchetto. Can't say much else about it. Incredible run. Top 5 maybe Daredevil runs. Hey Batnik, if you want a good impression of Near Replicant, then play the Shadow Lord final boss theme. Oh, okay, interesting. You wouldn't be saying that. Okay. I'll say if Nick Spencer was the writer for As Long as Dan Slott was, things may not be so bad for Spider-Man right now. That's crazy. I don't know. He seemed like he was trying to fix everything, so won't front him for that. Let's see. We're not gonna have time for all the other stuff. And then another grail, a couple grails. So this one I did intend to do. The end of Frank Miller's run, issue 191. How does a man search for his own soul? I got 2. This one is the higher value one, $15. This one I believe was $1. It could have been less, I think though. Sorry, it was $6. My bad. The tag's on there. I apologize. Incredible issue. Daredevil plays Russian roulette with Bullseye. Typical Saturday for Matt Murdock. Incredible stuff. Incredible. Like, there's a reason I bought 2 of them. The Man Without Fear speech. Absolutely. There's a lot like that. If you want like stuff like that, SK, just read the fucking comics. There's a trillion of those. This one's a little unorthodox. Batman Gotham Adventures issue 60. I believe the story of this was called Roots, and it is essentially where Batman understands this, like he realizes that he can't push people away and that it would make his parents disappointed in him if he just kept shutting people off. And so he makes pancakes for the Bat family, which is it's just Dick, Tim, and Alfred. Incredible art. I'm really glad I found this. This is a grail for me. So yeah, much else? Just read it. You can read it by itself. You do not have to read the whole series, the whole like 60 issue series. But I highly suggest it. It's a fun time. Um, Assuming they could do a good job of it, which Daredevil story would you like to see adapted next? And Nocenti's run. That's yeah. Everything with Typhoid Mary so far. Does anyone watch Whiplash? SK has. SK loves Whiplash. The roulette issue goes hard. It does. Beast Wars is goated if you can get past the dated mid-90s CG animation. I've heard. I feel like every writer is granted one bad story in their run. JMS wrote One More Day After All. Yeah, but that was more written by editorial, I feel like. I don't know. I don't know the full extent. So, Grail comic, Ed Brubaker, Scott McDaniel, Batman 583. Incredible story. I love Ed Brubaker. I love this Batman. He literally wrote like one comic that like went against canon, but it was still really good. And this iconic bad boy, Detective Comics 587, the first time Norm Breyfogle got into the title. Co-written by I want to say Matt Wagner and the great Alan Grant. The story's kind of weird, incredible nonetheless. More like Best Wars. Oh, I thought it was a typo and you were trying to say Breast Wars. So there's that guy. Incredible stuff. I would love to recreate this. Norm Breyfogle, rest in peace, man. A legend. A couple more Alan Grant and this one's not by Norm Breyfogle. This one is these two are the same storyline. Detective Comics 596, 597. Batman is trying to bust these group of rich people that like to film people getting the shit beat out of them. So great story. Really great lesson at the end of it. Breast Wars. My favorite comics are anthologies with no timelines because you can start and end. Fair enough. Okay. I just got this. I have this comic already. I got it because it was $1. Batman 2016 issue 114 by James Tynion IV and Jorge Jimenez. This is Peacekeeper X versus Peacekeeper 01. Incredible fight in this. Fear State's good. Fight me. I think it's really good. Let me tape this guy up. Probably should have taped a couple of these, but it's all right. Oh, it's just a man without fear. It's not taped. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. My bad. That was bad cough. Oh, I didn't know that about Final Fantasy. That's why I never intended to play those. Because there's like 30 of them. I just want to get through it real quick. Yeah. Just an incredible storyline. See if I can get it. Batman punching the fuck out of Peacekeeper X. I wish Peacekeeper was around for longer. James Tynion just knew how to write Batman. I swear. Peep this. Here we go. Beautiful splash. Incredible stuff. Suit ain't blue, bad story. L. He's got a blue dress. Cover dressing. Here, let me hold up. No, it's so rough. That was tough. That would hurt. That would hurt, guys. Whew. I might be getting sick. Start with the remake. Okay, Batman is still remembered as the guy who knocked. Yeah, that is something he did. Let's see. All the comics we got. Is Batman a speedster? You can see bullets in slow motion. Is that a speedster? And then let me get the last stack. And then I think I'm gonna call it. Damn, holy fuck, bro. No, it's not the same stack. This is a different stack. This is more than. This is about 90% of Andocenti's Daredevil run. So I was gonna bag and board all of them because this person, they didn't use actual bags and boards. They used like a cutout of like some ad. So if I put all these together, it's gonna be a dude in a suit. Really weird. But we got some great key issues here. Follow the Mutants tie-in, incredible stuff. Daredevil Christmas issue. Amazing cover by John Romita Jr. This is all the introduction of Typhoid Mary. And this is one issue not written by Innocenti. It's pretty bad. Wasn't anything special. I already showed you guys these guys. Got a Human Torch crossover. It's really funny. It's like basically said that Johnny's fucking useless. Inferno crossover. Pretty alright. And then this one is just a funny story. I believe Innocenti wrote it, but John Romita. No, Steve Ditko. Steve Ditko drew this, right? Yeah. Steve Ditko drew this issue. Not the cover, just the issue. When fucking Mephisto shows up. So I finished my omnibus for Innocenti. So basically read this plus some. And then, oops, sorry. This is what it starts with, the introduction of Bullet. Bullet's pretty fun. He's a fun character. This is how much I have left to read of Innocenti's run. That's not collected in an omnibus, but collected in super expensive trade paperback. So I just bought the whole run in single issue. So hopefully I know Lee Weeks comes on as the penciler. I'm excited for that. Your mom's just beats the way she came instantly. Have you seen Salazar Knight's fit? I don't like Salazar Knight. I'm gonna keep it real, and it's because of that video. I think he completely misrepresented Batman Fugitive. He knows his Batman for sure, but I think his analysis of the Gotham Evolution era was really disingenuous. That entire era is really good. It has very few misses, at least for Batman and Detective Comics. I don't like Salazar Knight at all. I don't like SK at all. Scream that army comes good when we clear. But yeah, so sorry, this cough, I might be getting sick, who knows? That would suck. But I think am I gonna wrap it up? Oh, sorry, what I meant to say. I really hope Innocenti sticks the landing with this. The final cover is awesome. I'm excited to see what it is. Look at this. That's fucking sick. That's awesome. Incredible. I'm excited. I'm so excited. I really hope she sticks the landing. She made me fall in love with Karen Page, even though she's not real. Don't tell my girlfriend. Just kidding. But no, seriously. She made Karen Page a top tier love interest. If someone tells you Karen Page is bad, then they haven't read Innocenti's run. She incredibly written Innocenti's run. Which upcoming comic are you most hyped for? Cotton 4K. Oh. Hey, have a good one, Katie. It was good seeing you. Thanks for talking. I appreciate all the interaction. It means a lot. I'm glad I could talk. Which upcoming comic are you most hyped for? Batman by Matt Fraction and Jorge Jimenez. Just kidding. No, that's up there. Daredevil Cold Day in Hell is really good. Excited for issue 2 and 3. Put Charles Soule back on Daredevil. Chip Zdarsky, Captain America. I like Chip Zdarsky for the most part. Yeah, those are the ones I can think of off the dome. I can't wait for the Battle Beast book and okay, thank God it's. I thought it was out already, and I was like, fuck, I'm not gonna be able to read it. I'll just have to wait till the trade. But no, yeah. So excited for the Battle Beast book. To add that to the list. I'm excited to see where Justice League Unlimited goes, and Batman and Robin Year 1. I'm ready. I'm so excited for that to wrap up. But no, yeah. So I'm gonna call it announcement. I feel like a bunch of people left, but announcement. Should I make that announcement? Last time Batnick had this haircut, he was an EFAP fan. I know. I saw that image and I was like, I'm gonna rebrand the buzz. Rebrand the buzz. Not the same little 16-year-old that I was. Nice chilling with you, Batnick. I'm gonna go take it. Have a good nap, bro. It's good talking to you. Appreciate all the interaction. Video's coming back this summer. Yep, that's it. Cool. That's the announcement. Just subbed. Appreciate it. Nope, that. Appreciate it. That's the computer. Video's coming back this summer. That's the announcement. That's the announcement. You guys have a wonderful day. Yeah. You guys want to see my workspace right now? Okay. Right, hang on. look at all the. Oh fuck! Hang on. Look at all the comics. Oh, you guys can't see that shit. Look at all those comics. All of those comics. Camera's probably gonna fall. Just kidding. All right. Yep. Video's coming back. At least one this summer, if not more. Yeah. You guys have a good one. Later.